The Normal Nerds Podcast, where two very normal dudes talk about very dirty stuff and whatever else we like to talk about. I'm your host, Maxwell Cercia.
And I'm your host, who would last 30 seconds on a farm, Dave Spades.
This episode, we're going to be talking about the funniest farm in all of England, Clarksons. So sit back, relax, and welcome to the Normal Nerds Podcast. All right, Diver.
Yo.
Clarkson Farm, season
3. Great season. Very happy with this. I am so impressed with
I
this
think
show.
It was the best one.
It was the best one.
It was the best one.
Just because he's gotten good at farming now.
He's gotten better at farming.
And it's like, it was fun watching him like screw up all the time in the other two seasons, and he still does in this one. But like, I don't know. There's something cool about a guy getting good at his craft.
Yeah, and they just like, as the show goes on, like, it's just, the crew is becoming like, I'm getting so much more attached to them.
Yeah.
And they
I love Caleb.
Caleb's the best. Felt really bad for Gerald at the end when he was like, I want to thank all of you like for the sport. Like, they all got choked up when he said that.
Well, yeah, because he was fighting cancer.
Yeah,
It was like, it was awesome that like progression of the show, because it goes over like the course of a year. Amazing to see that he like got out of that and was like fine back in the later half of the show. He was back in, or the second half of the season he was back in, which was sweet. It was so cool to see that.
He's very lucky he knows Jeremy Clarkson.
Yes, that's
right. Jeremy Clarkson called up a bunch of doctors and gave him all the support he needed.
Oh yeah, for sure.
And I was really glad they put Lisa in the show more this season.
Yeah.
Her and Jeremy together are hilarious. I didn't even know. I honestly, and props to Lisa.
Yeah.
All the other times was like, oh, she's just some model who married Jeremy because like he has money. There's no way she finds him attractive, even though he keeps winning England's most attractive or whatever.
Someone finds him attractive.
She puts in fucking work.
I know. And they're like a real couple. Like this is like, obviously you don't need to show your relationship on screen, but this is the first time that they showed this relationship like fully on screen, and it's like, holy crap, they're actually together. This is wild. Like she's super nice, and into this like I was blown away when they were when they were setting up the pig fence and everything. It was like, holy, that first time it was hilarious, especially when he screwed up and it was like, oh, and he was like, oh, we screwed up. I see, we.
Yeah. And when they were trying to fix the gates, and he's like, "Oh, we messed up again," and she's like, "Yes, we."
She's amazing. I was so impressed with that. But yeah, she put so much work into like the point where it was like when she was crying about the pigs and everything. I was like, "Oh my god, like you're making me feel bad about the pigs right now."
Yeah,
because like I just watched you do all this work for them.
Yeah, the pigs was man, they were good. That was a good segment.
Yeah, it really was. I was very.
So many died.
I know.
The pig ate its kid.
That's
right. Of course, it was the one that is a great scene. It's Caleb and Jeremy like laughing how cute it is. They're like, ha ha ha. And then it cuts to black and white, and they're like, but it got worse.
They did the cuts really well this season. Like they're getting really good at editing the way the show should go. But yeah, I just kept getting so bad with those pigs. I didn't mean like so many pigs died.
Yeah.
That invention he made though. This is just showing how good of a innovator farmer he is. He made his own invention, and it's
Clarkson's
amazing.
Ring,
and it's amazing. It worked. Cool. It saved all those piglets' lives.
They love the pigs, but it's just like it's crazy how, like, if you know, when the show started, obviously that was like the concept was like, oh my god, this dumb idiot.
Yeah.
Like you know, if like that's what's hilarious about it. It's like Jeremy, and honestly, if I knew them personally, like Jeremy and Lisa, like this supermodel and this stupid Grand Tour guy.
Okay,
like,
sure. Yeah.
There's no way they could be a farmer, and he couldn't, and he's still not good at it.
No.
But now it's just like I have so much more. Like at first it was just funny.
Yeah.
Now I just have respect for him.
Yeah.
When I'm watching it, I'm like, because they do it.
Yeah, nose of the grindstone. They're getting the work
and
done.
He's 60.
I know.
Something.
60. I was rewatching old clips from like season 2 and season 1, and like just like rewatching that, it's like, man, he's like climbing on roofs, doing all this stuff. He's like getting down. He's like building fences, and it's like, I hope I'm moving like that when I'm 60. Well, he moves a lot slower, but I hope I can do all that stuff when I'm 60.
More.
I hope I can.
Probably better.
I hope I can, but like,
no, you will.
All right, regardless, yes. Regardless, like, but he's still like for the age he's at, like the work he's doing is crazy.
And I bet
especially for not being a farmer his entire life.
That's what I was saying. I was about to say, I bet there's like a ton of farmers who are in their 60s because like, who the hell's farming?
I know, sure, yeah,
like,
yeah.
They farm until they're like 80.
Yeah, they die on the farm.
Yeah,
like
that is one of those professions that like good. It's another reason everyone should watch Clarksons Farm more. It's like to respect, like, not that we don't respect farmers enough here, but like we fell into the stupid cities being better than everyone, and like they're like, farmers are dumb. I'm like, yeah, a lot of them are not book educated or anything, but we need them.
Yeah,
bad.
They're a cornerstone,
and their like, job sucks.
Yeah, it's a really crappy job, and it's weather dependent, and like right now, currently living in our life, like the weather people can't predict the weather to save their lives. So I can't imagine what it's like for farming, like especially if you have crops that are like weather dependent. Like I know the rape was a big thing
that was
for
a bad
them.
move on Caleb.
It was a bad move. I can understand how the gamble was supposed to work,
so
but like
bad
I don't know
for
how
him.
you make that in England at all to begin with. Because it rains all the time.
I know.
It's like, you think that would never...
Then they had the dry summer, too.
I
Was
guess
that
yeah,
last season?
it was so weird.
It was like when Caleb was talking to the Prime Minister, and he was just like... Well, that was really funny because he kept going on and on and on and on. But yeah, I like Caleb's point, and he says at the end of the show, too, is like, you have to love it.
Yeah.
Like, it's got to be your passion.
Makes sense, yeah.
Because, like, me and you would be like, I'm not doing this.
I would literally last maybe a day. It'd be a novelty for me to work on a farm for a day.
Yeah.
And then after that, I'd be like, I would hate it. Like, absolutely want to get the hell out of there. Like, I know this about myself. Like, manual labor and me suck. I'm a wimp. Like, I can get some stuff done, but if you need me to do it every day for my entire life,
paid.
I don't know.
If I'm getting paid what they get paid, then no.
Yeah, no, they don't make money half the time.
If I was getting paid like $80 an hour, I'd be like, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
I can do this. Because I would just do it for a certain amount of time, then leave.
Yeah.
I'd make up a good amount of money, and then I'd be like, out, peace. Maybe $100 an hour, maybe $100 an hour.
Maybe.
$100 an hour, dude, you'd be rolling it though. Then you'd make $1,000 a day.
I know, man. Maybe. That's just tough. I just don't know what, like, it's the issue of, like, can I do the work? And I don't think I can.
You could.
We tore out a fence, and I wanted to die after
Yeah, but that's because we never do it. But once you do it enough, your body just gets used to it. I mean, look at these day laborers. Like,
maybe, yeah. I just don't think I built like them. Like,
you would, eventually, you would. Our workouts would go way downhill. But actually, you know what? That's not true. There's people who do it. So
okay, that's fair. Yeah, whatever.
We would get used to it over time.
I don't know about you. Maybe. I don't know about
if Jeremy Clarkson can do it, you could do it. Are you kidding me? That guy is living a posture cleaner life than you ever have. And he's got a big gut. He looks like he's about to have a heart attack.
Yeah, he smoked a lot, too.
He smoked a ton.
Yeah. I don't know. We'd have to see.
If Lisa could do it.
Yeah, we'd have to see.
She's also wicked tall.
Yeah, she is. Yeah, but so is Jeremy Clarkson. Mm-hmm. Like, he makes her look like almost, not short, but like, he's taller than her. And it's like,
yeah, I know, yeah.
It was wild.
The goats were good too.
The goats were an awesome one. Oh, I loved the competition. I know Charlie hated it. Thought it was the dumbest thing ever. It was hilarious.
It was hilarious.
This was peak for them.
And of course Caleb was going to win. What was Jeremy thinking?
Yeah, of course. Well, Caleb literally would have to have lost money in order for them to, like, Clarkson even get close.
I felt so bad for Caleb, though, when the one field, like, didn't produce a lot.
Yeah.
And he, was so upset about it. And Jeremy, you could see Jeremy cared. So I was like, oh, God, the show's
I know, because they become good friends. It's great. But at one point, with the goats, when they found out how much the milk feed thing cost, Jeremy was like, what? And then just don't tell Caleb. Yeah. Don't tell Caleb.
And then Elisa immediately tells Caleb. She's like, how long does this last? And the woman's like, oh, like, what'd she say, like 2 days or something like that?
I think a day.
It was a day, and then like he's like, oh my God, don't tell Caleb that. And then she's like, Lisa's like, how long do you think these last? And Jeremy's like, what?
Why are you doing me?
Well, the one kicked him in the nuts.
That was amazing. Hilarious. That was spectacular. Every time the animals hurt Jeremy, I'm like, it is funny.
They have such good music in that show too.
100%.
The soundtrack is great.
The opening's even great too, where they're just like doing the drawings and stuff. I love that. Everything about the show is awesome.
When he's selling the goats to the other farmer, and Charlie ends up being the representative.
That was awesome.
And the way Charlie was like, he's like, that's a terrible deal. We're not taking that.
Yeah.
Blah blah blah. And then he's like over. He's like. Oh no, he's like, why won't you just do it for free? Blah blah. Charlie goes over. He's like, well, we should never do it for free. That'd be ridiculous. He did a really good job.
That was hilarious. That was a great bit. I bet he's had to do stuff like that before though too. It's like, that's funny. The land manager, Charlie, man, they just got it. Every part about that show is so good. It's just
the builder was in it more.
Who?
The builder.
He's great
too.
Oh, when they're doing the car park.
Car park's great sequence. Caleb breaking the door will always be hilarious.
That was spectacular.
When they're shoveling something and Caleb's yelling at Jeremy, he's like, you don't know how to shovel correctly, like, blah, 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 you gotta do this. And Jeremy's like, watch this. And he opens the door and closes it. He's like, that's how you're supposed to do it.
That was so good. And when he kept getting interrupted by a million different things when he was trying to do the car park. Yeah. The mushroom bit was good, too.
Oh, I love the mushroom thing, too.
Yeah, space penises.
Really, space penises.
It's wild just how it's show about, like, there's a lot of media out there right now who review most of it. And a lot of it's really not good. Like, Disney's just not having a good time right now and stuff. So then a show about just a dude farming can do so well and be so entertaining. Mm-hmm. It's just like, guys, let me take a note out of this guy's book. Like, do something like this.
It's annoying that it's not more popular.
Yeah. I think it's more popular over there, though.
Oh no, in England it's super popular.
Yeah.
In England, it's actually like broke a record like when the season came out.
Good.
I mean, it's just not more popular overall. Like, even if like what annoys me is like it's like you don't have to watch Grand Tour or Top Gear. You don't have to watch any of that to watch the show.
Yeah.
You don't. Like,
No.
you could just watch this show.
Which is like, and it's great. Speaking of which, the Grand Tour, the next one's their last one.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because so I was talking to my buddy about it because he's big into all of it, and so I guess like whatever, it's just they're running out of they're having trouble coming up with ideas at this point, because they've done everything, and also I think James May, after his body is degenerating, and I think his comment was I don't want people to see me
is he
going.
sick?
I think he doesn't have. I think it was according to the way it was explained to me. I think that after all the injuries he's gone through and crashes and stuff, that his body's starting to deteriorate a bit. I think it's a motor control thing, and it's not Parkinson's or anything like that. But I'm thinking it's akin to the symptoms of it or something like that.
Okay, so he's not.
And he was
he's not cancer. Or
no. But I think he says according to doctors his body's gonna start getting worse, and he doesn't want people to see him on screen doing that. So
how old is James May?
Old. They're all freaking ancient.
Yeah.
Hammond's the youngest out of all of them, and he's even old now.
Yeah, that's sad.
I think Clarkson's the oldest, though.
I do think also he's 61, James May. I do think also that was one thing I really love about this show, and I don't think this show is going to stop. Jeremy Clarkson 64 stop anytime soon.
No, they could milk this thing forever.
Yeah,
and until Clarkson dies, probably.
Yeah, he'll probably do it until he's 70.
Yeah,
honestly,
great
because that is one thing I love. Their dinner, they always do a lunch thing.
I do. Yeah.
This last one was so great.
I know,
and I loved how he was just this is one of those things where I'm I don't like doing manual labor. Hate it. But it is an absolute fact. This is anything. Anything worth doing sucks. Mm-hmm. It's like lifting. It's it's hard. It's difficult. You do enjoy it. But he loves it.
Yeah.
He hates doing it. He even complains. Farming sucks. He's said there. But at the end of the day, when you're done with it, you feel so good.
Yeah.
You feel you've actually. I never feel like I accomplished anything at my job.
No, absolutely not.
We ripped out one fence. It kicked our ass for that day, but I felt we did something.
Yeah, we did something real that day.
We did something. Yeah.
We affected the world.
I love at the end of this episode, he was just I used to be oh, do I want to go back to city? And now he's it's not even a thought.
Yeah, no, that's true. Yeah.
Yes.
I rewatched the end of season 1 when he was talking about that, going back to England and everything like that. It's I have a choice to make here, and it's but I'm so happy doing this, and it's that's great. In that same scene, Caleb told him to quit and go back home. But,
yeah. I love that scene of this season. Him is, by the way, 54.
Okay, that makes sense, yeah.
He's by far the youngest.
Yeah.
But I did love that scene, though, and he's you're going to be farm manager. And Caleb's all right, you're fired.
Yep, I love that. What was it, this season 2? He finally complimented him. It's was it the pigs?
He did a great job with the pigs.
You're a good farmer. You are. And Clarkson was it was that season for that. I was I'm getting compliments from Caleb. Yeah. What's going on? Glad we've documented it. It's just crazy. It's also crazy. This is so this took place in 2022. He said this is when they filmed this one. Something like that. It wasn't recent, super recent. I don't think. It's crazy to see how there's been 3 seasons now. Still he's still new to farming and all that stuff. But they really haven't made any money off of anything.
Well, that's why Dutch farmers they don't make money.
Well, yeah, back home right now, there was a frost. Okay, I'm diving into grapes fast. Sorry, guys.
Oh, you're talking about Angola. Okay.
Westfield.
Yeah, why do I say Angola?
Because I used to live there at one point.
Yeah, but why do I even care about that place?
Yeah, you wouldn't. It makes no sense. You've been near it once. But whatever. So the way my dad explained it to me, because he works with grapes, when a grape yields come in, there's 3 times the harvest. The first yield, best, will give you the most money. Second one is at 30%, and the third one's at 10% yield.
But it's still better than nothing.
Still better than nothing. And then a frost hit this year, so they lost their first yield. So yesterday, my dad, or 2 years ago, my dad actually had because he was calling around, he's in the industry and all this stuff. He hosted senators because they're trying to do a relief program for all the farmers because they're gonna be operating under cost this year, which sucks.
Yeah, and that's great that he's hosting all the senators because they're just gonna ruin them. The government is just so terrible to farmers.
Yeah, they are, but in this case, it's to push through a bill to give them money.
I know that's fine. Yeah, I'm saying that's a good thing. You guys got to do this.
Oh yeah,
because otherwise they would be wait a minute, there's a frost and they're going to be under yield. Maybe we should just tax them more.
Yeah,
that's the one thing you watch Clarkson Farm, you learn.
Yeah,
the government hates. And also, that was another thing that was really good about the season. So glad he got that thing passed. even though I love his back and forth with the town council, they were barely in it this season.
This was great.
They suck.
This was great. It was nice not to have that conflict as much there.
There's the reason I think this season was the best, and I think they need to keep doing this every season. This season, the first season was all about like Jeremy.
Yes.
And the second season, like it was like, you know, Caleb and all of them are in it, and Charlie's in it. It's all funny. And like this season, it was about I love when he called these like the Dilly Squat Farm Avengers.
I know.
When they put the car park together,
Yeah.
like everybody was there. Gerald, the builder, I can't remember the builder's name.
Yeah, can I?
Charlie, Lisa, Caleb, they were all there, and it was in Jeremy, and I was just like, this is great.
It was so cool.
It was great.
It was super cool. So yeah,
This season was
This was a peak season. It was awesome. I can't wait to see. I can't wait for the next one.
Yeah, I could. This show could go on forever. I'll continue.
Really could. It's that
really
good.
Yeah, I'll continuously watch it and love every second of it. I tell everyone to watch it. Yeah, and it's annoying because no one does.
No,
everyone I tell to watch it doesn't. I tell my dad to watch it.
I got my parents to watch it.
Good. Yeah. Next time I'm home, I'm just gonna put it on.
That's a good idea. Yeah. Your dad would love it.
Yeah, I know. That's what I don't understand. I'm like, Dad, this is literally your show.
Yeah,
like you would love this. A curmudgeon old dude.
Yeah.
Farming and being bad at it because my dad loves watching people who aren't handy mess up things.
Yeah.
So he can laugh at them. Especially, and that's even funnier about it. It's like that's one of the best parts about like the show overall. It's great. I love seeing Jeremy get better, but like when he's fucking up stuff, I'm like, yeah. He's super rich.
Yep, he'll be fine.
No. I'm like, he's super rich, super wealthy, but at least I can do that better than he can.
Yeah, that's true. Facts.
Like, there's no guarantee. There's absolutely no doubt in my mind that I could, first season Jeremy versus me going to a farm, I would kick his ass.
Yeah, that's possible.
I would absolutely kick his ass.
Yeah,
he's a 6-year-old, super wealthy guy who's been wealthy his entire life. I'm 32, in shape, and actually have, like, done handy things. I could have kicked his ass.
Yeah, okay.
Season 3, Jeremy definitely would kick my ass right now.
100%.
He's been farming for 3 years now.
Yeah,
like,
he'd obliterate me.
Yeah. The harvesting aspect, the actual like driving the tractor and stuff like that, he probably would still be better than me at that
because
like,
he lives and breathes gasoline.
But like putting
or
fences
petrol as they call it over there.
Yeah, putting fences together and stuff like that. Could get his ass on that one. I did like the willow tree. That was totally random.
I know.
Funny. I did like that. I was like just putting up a willow tree. He was like really big on it.
I don't know. Oh, remember when those idiots were trying to repair the dam in the rain, and then just like they're already yelling at each other because it's all gets stuck, and then Charlie comes in. It's like, you morons, stop this! You're not doing any of this right.
That was so funny. Charlie's like, you could have created a flood. You could have flooded it, and they're like, huh.
Whoops.
And then he's like, but it was his fault. And they just kept arguing about the branch hitting Jeremy in the head. And he's like, why aren't you wearing the chainsaw pants? He's like, what? Well, I didn't need them. And he's like, could have caught your leg. He's like, yeah, but I didn't.
He hates personal protective, very PPE.
Oh, remember? Because it hurt Caleb.
Yeah, he got hurt. He got injured doing it because he stepped out.
I like how you blame the gear. Like
it was definitely Caleb's fault.
Yeah,
yeah, you idiot. You're buckled in. Like
it was 100% his fault. And one thing I did love, if you bring this up, I just love when Caleb and Charlie went to London, and Caleb being from a small town and being actually nice, he's trying to say hi to everyone on the street.
Yeah.
And Charlie's like, they're all going to think you're gay. Not fruity. They're all going to think you're fruity. And Caleb's like, why? Because I'm being nice?
Yep, yeah. That was good. I loved that.
And they slightly knock on the door, and the guy's like, if you knock that loud again, I'm going to kick you out of here. I'm like, the government sucks.
They do suck.
They suck
They're
everywhere.
Awful. They're bad.
They think they're so much better than everyone. These guys are farmers.
I know. They vote for you people.
And they put the food on the table.
I know. They keep you guys alive. That's facts.
They really, in England, they really hate farmers.
They really hate farmers.
They, like, really hate them.
It's so weird.
Like, it's weird.
Yeah.
I don't know if, like,
especially for an island.
I know. Especially for a shitty island.
Yeah, I know.
Your food sucks to begin with.
Yeah, and it rains there a lot.
Yeah, so.
And soccer's boring.
Yeah, pretty much everything is terrible. Now, oh my God, that also, speaking of soccer, when they were doing the construction worker thing, they were ripping on construction workers.
Oh,
so
yeah.
Like, I would take a break and, have a cup of tea. And like, they kept doing that.
My favorite line out of that was like, Jeremy's like, I think we're going to make some people cross here. And it's like, Caleb's like, no, I think they get it.
Mm-hmm. I love that. That was really good.
Oh, fantastic. Yeah, no, I can't wait for more. I want more of this show. Oh, yeah. So badly.
Bring it back. Keep it going. I think he's going to keep it going.
It's probably one of Amazon's best things they made in the last, couple of years.
Yeah, it's that. The Boys, which is coming back.
Fallout was good, too.
Fallout. The Boys is coming back.
Invincible.
And Invincible.
Yeah. Actually, Amazon's been kind of on a tear then.
They probably have a bunch
compared to other streaming services.
I think the difference what Amazon does that is different is that Amazon was originally just like, oh, we'll watch some movies on it or whatever. The other streaming services were such a big thing, and we're so used to just looking at them all the time that Amazon, we just you only go to Amazon when you know there's like a specific show you're looking for.
That's a good point.
Like I never like scroll through Amazon for fun.
They do want it to be that hub though. They keep trying to do stuff like that.
Yeah,
they want Amazon Prime to like you want to stream everything else through here or stuff like that. It's like
and even like when they added ads, and I'm sad to say this, but like it's not terrible.
It really didn't ruin it for me. I hate
Fallout doesn't have ads, which is great.
That's nice.
Yeah. They should do that.
Yes.
What YouTube should do. They should do that where it's like it starts out with an ad.
Yes.
That's like a minute long, but they're like, we're just do what Joe Rogan does.
Yeah, I know.
He puts all his ads in the beginning, and what you could do. I wouldn't care if they did that. I wouldn't care if it was 5 minutes of ads.
Yeah,
because I was like, I don't have to watch this. I'm just gonna start the video.
Cool.
Yeah. It's like just do that.
Dumb.
Yeah, commercials we're going back to them.
I know we're literally devolving right now.
Yeah, it's not.
It's like
good.
well, I thought we broke free of all this garbage, and now we're here again. Cool.
They spread everything out too much again.
Yep, they did it.
I can't believe Amazon. It's like that was like the list. Everyone pays for your Prime.
That's what gets me. It's like you're already paying.
Prime is like $120.
Oh.
It's like I get it's super convenient because you get free next day shipping, which is like pretty crazy awesome.
Yeah.
And you do get deals every once in a while and stuff, but like come on.
Like give us a break here.
Yeah. It should come with it. Like, just get rid of Amazon Music. No one freaking uses
Nobody uses that. That has to be losing them money.
That would be an absolute swipe left immediately on a dating app for some girls like I use Amazon Music. I'd be like, well, you're weird.
Bye. No, thank you.
But yep, Clarkson Farm's phenomenal season.
Highly recommend.
If you is your first time hearing about it because I don't think we've ever reviewed it on the podcast before.
No, it's the first time, but it was such a good season.
And you haven't watched it, go watch it.
Yeah.
Next show right now. You don't even. It's not like a Fallout show where you gotta sit there and actually watch it.
No.
Like you can put it on while you're cooking, doing it, whatever.
Yeah, it's great for background. It's good. It's really good.
Yeah.
And it's hilarious.
It's absolutely hilarious. Thank you, Normal Nerd Nation, for listening and maybe even watching another podcast episode. Make sure you follow us on Twitter, Reddit, YouTube, and Instagram. Davis is always posting hilarious memes on there.
Also, like and subscribe while you're at it, and leave a rating if you have some time. It helps people find the show.